Palantir is one of those stocks that keeps investors glued to their screens like a binge-worthy Netflix series. It has surged in popularity, dominating watch lists and sparking endless debates. Bulls call it the future of AI-driven data analytics, while skeptics eye its sky-high valuation with suspicion. And now, there's a new twist in the plot. Wall Street projects a 35% earnings increase for Palantir in 2025, but its valuation stands at a jaw-dropping 220 times adjusted earnings. Even more eyebrow-raising, CEO Alex Karp and President Stephen Cohen just filed plans to sell millions of shares. Should investors celebrate, panic, or just grab some popcorn and enjoy the ride? Let's break it all down. Why Palantir has investors hyped. Imagine owning the operating system of AI for the US government and major enterprises. That's Palantir in a nutshell. The company specializes in AI-powered analytics software, helping clients like the US military, intelligence agencies, and Fortune 500 companies make sense of vast amounts of data. It's not just another SaaS company, it's a mission-critical tech provider that supports everything from battlefield intelligence to commercial supply chain optimization. Demand for AI is booming, and Palantir is riding the wave like a pro surfer. With all this, it's no wonder investors are obsessed with the stock. But here's the catch. Analysts expect Palantir's earnings to jump 35% in 2025. Sounds fantastic, right? Growth is always good, and it shows that the business is moving in the right direction. But here's the problem, Palantir is currently trading at 220 times its adjusted earnings. Yes, 220. Palantir is in a league of its own, and not necessarily in a good way. What does this mean? This valuation suggests investors are already pricing in massive future growth, so much so that any slip-up, slowdown, or market turbulence could send the stock tumbling. It's like paying for an entire season of a TV show before the first episode even airs. If the show flops, you're left holding a very expensive bag of disappointment. Now, here's where things get really interesting or sad. Palantir recently filed its 10-K form, an annual SEC report full of juicy financial details, revealing that CEO Alex Karp has updated his trading plan to sell up to 10 million shares through September 12, 2025. And he's not the only one. President Stephen Cohen has also set up a plan to sell 4 million shares during the same period. Now, as if that is not enough, Heather A. Planishek, a company insider, just sold 14,000 shares worth over $1.6 million. Now, before we go full-on conspiracy mode, let's talk about 10b5-1 plans. Wait, what's a 10b5-1 plan? A 10b5-1 plan is a prearranged trading agreement that allows executives to sell shares on a set schedule, even if they later come into possession of non-public information. Basically, it protects them from insider trading accusations because the sales are planned ahead of time. Executives can only sign these agreements when they don't have material non-public info. The trades execute automatically under predefined conditions. So, on paper, these sales don't necessarily mean the execs have lost confidence in Palantir. They could just be diversifying their portfolios, or, buying a private island somewhere. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. But wait. Please support us by becoming a member of our channel. We highly appreciate. But, investors still have a right to ask, why now? Are executives losing faith or taking profits? Whenever insiders sell, it raises one of two possible concerns. They think the stock is overvalued and want to cash out. They just want to take some well-earned profits after a massive run-up. To be fair, Palantir's stock has skyrocketed over 500% from possibly its $6 lows in late 2022. If you made that kind of return, wouldn't you lock in some gains too? That being said, investors should keep an eye on whether more insiders start selling. A couple of planned sales. No big deal. A mass exodus. Red flag. Should investors be worried? Here's the case for being cautious: sky-high valuation. At 220x earnings, Palantir is priced for perfection. Any disappointment in growth could send the stock down hard. Insider selling. It doesn't necessarily mean doom, but when both the CEO and president set up big sales, it makes investors nervous. Growth expectations already priced in. Even with 35% earnings growth next year, the stock is so expensive that it might not justify current levels. Here's why Palantir could still be a winner. AI demand is exploding. Companies and governments are desperate for AI-powered analytics, and Palantir is leading the charge. Strong government contracts. Unlike many tech firms, Palantir has deep ties to defense and intelligence agencies, meaning stable revenue streams. Commercial growth is accelerating. Its U.S. commercial business is growing over 50% year-over-year. If that continues, long-term investors will be rewarded. What should investors do? If you're already in, if you still believe in the company long-term, hold, but be prepared for volatility. Watch for more insider selling in upcoming earnings reports. If you're considering buying now, understand that at 220x earnings, you're paying a massive premium. Be patient and look for a potential pullback. Stocks rarely go straight up forever. Keep an eye on growth trends and whether Palantir continues securing big contracts. If you're on the fence, consider dollar cost averaging, DCA. Instead of going all in, buy small amounts over time to reduce risk. Follow earnings closely. If growth starts slowing, it might be time to reconsider. Palantir is one of the most exciting AI companies in the market, but its valuation is stretched to the extreme. A 35% earnings increase is impressive, but does it justify a 220x earnings multiple? The insider selling isn't necessarily a red flag but could be bad news, but if more top executives start offloading shares, it could signal that they believe the stock has run too far, too fast. For now, Palantir is a high-risk, high-reward play. If you believe in its long-term AI dominance, buckle up and hold on for the ride. If you're skeptical, waiting for a better entry might be the smarter move. Either way, Palantir's story is far from over. However, short-term investors should tread carefully. If you're hoping for a quick double from here, you might be disappointed. If the AI market cools down, Palantir's valuation could correct hard. What could change the narrative? If Palantir wants to justify its stock price, it needs to show accelerating growth. Revenue, profits, and free cash flow need to keep exceeding expectations. Win more government contracts. The Department of Defense, NATO, and other agencies love Palantir's AI capabilities. If it keeps securing massive deals, investors will stay confident. Expand its commercial business. Government contracts are great, but the real money is in scaling across private enterprises. Palantir's U.S. commercial growth is strong, but it needs to keep that momentum going. Prove its AI advantage. Palantir has some of the most powerful AI-driven data tools in the world, but competition is fierce. If it can prove its tech is indispensable to businesses, it will remain an AI leader. It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love Him and obey His commandments. Please acknowledge Him in your plans and He will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Want more information? Please check the description section. Also again, I invite you support us by becoming a member. Link in the description section. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you. See you in the next video by God's grace. We love you, and blessings to you.